that the Russians hear that message from countries like India that are neighbors, that have economic, diplomatic, social, and political might. And that's precisely the message that Foreign Minister Jaishankar delivered. When it comes to India's relationship with Russia, we've consistently made the point that it's a relationship that developed and was cemented over the course of decades. Really came to be during the Cold War, at a time when the United States was not in a position to be an economic partner, a security partner, a military partner to India. That has changed. That's changed over the past 25 or so years. It's really a legacy, a bipartisan legacy that this country has achieved over the course of the past quarter century. President George W. Bush's administration was really the first to put this into effect. We have sought to deepen our partnership with India in every sector, including when it comes to economics, including when it comes to our security ties, including when it comes to our military cooperation as well. Now, this is a transition that we've always been clear-eyed will not take place overnight, over the course of even a few months, or probably even over the course of a couple of years. India is a large country, a vast country, a large economy that has demanding needs. And so the transition and the reorientation that we hope to see from India is something that this administration will be committed to working with India on, but this will likely be a task not only for this administration, but for administrations to come.
So Ismail, you are saying any country can have a trade ties with Russia, can buy the oil, expand their trade ties, but they just need to condemn the Russia on the Ukraine war.
No, to be very clear, we've been intentional about exempting oil and gas, the energy sector, from the sanctions that have been imposed on Russia. So the fact that India has high demand for energy, that it continues to seek oil and other forms of energy from Russia, that is not something that runs afoul of the sanctions that have been imposed. We've also been clear that now is not the time for business as usual with Russia, and it's incumbent on countries around the world to do what they can to lessen those economic ties with Russia. That's something that's in the collective interest, but it's also in the bilateral interest of countries around the world to end, and certainly over the course of time, to wean their dependence on Russian energy. There have been a number of countries that have learned the hard way of the fact that Russia is not a reliable source of energy. Russia is not a reliable supplier of security assistance. Russia is far from reliable in any realm. So it is not only in the interest of Ukraine, it is not only in the interest of the region, of the collective interest that India decrease its dependence